Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to watch emergency meeting of Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate together. So there is a lot of knowledge in this video. The emergency meeting is about instant action, and we gonna learn a lot of things. So in this video we are going to learn how people at the top and people at the bottom are stealing money. And we have to, in order to make money, we have to be impatient. In order to achieve something, we have to be impatient. And knowledge is everywhere, and a lot of life lessons in this video. So without wasting any time, let's start our video.
Be impatient. You all need to become massively impatient, because from what I've seen, I've done my statistical analysis. What I've done is use my superhuman mind to use quantum leap telepathy, quantum leap, and see the future. And I've been in every single room of the future at once. I've been in Congress, I've been in Fort Knox, I've been in that weird locked closet in Malaysia. I've been around and seen everything. And basically, things are gonna get a whole bunch worse before they get better. Do you remember last New Year's? Do you remember the optimism? Trump was the president-elect. He's gonna save everything. He's gonna fix everything. All of it's gonna be fixed. They're gonna make Bitcoin a national reserve currency.
What was our slogan of the year? Fortune favors the prepared mind.
No, but I remember last year at the end of 2024.
Everything was looking up.
Even us locked in our house. We were still locked in our house. We believed everything was looking up. We believed that Bitcoin was going to the moon. We believed everyone was gonna get rich. We believed they were gonna fix all the fraud and secure the border. And guess what? They can't even deport people who are stealing billions. It is so ridiculously over, and it is going to get so much worse before it gets better. So the very basic premise is impatience. What I am doing for 2026, and I am not giving you guys advice, I'm telling you what I am doing.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. If you think that you should listen to the man who has everything, then you should listen. And if not, don't. All of my plans for March, I'm starting now. All of my plans for next November, I am starting now. Because I have become massively impatient, very much like there is a comet or an asteroid heading for planet Earth. I now believe that every single day we wait, it's gonna get harder and harder for anybody to achieve anything of significance. And that is happening for a few reasons. The first reason is because everyone now sees that the game is rigged. The game is rigged, and most people who have money just stole it.
Yeah. People at the top and people at the bottom are stealing from a working class and industrious class of people in the middle who are getting fucked from both sides. The double dildo.
And even worse is that everyone is waking up to this fact. And as people wake up, as most people realize how hopeless the fight is, how unfair the game is, how rigged everything is, a lot of people just simply black pill and doom. That is the answer, because most people don't have hope. You're watching our show. We give you hope. We give you a way out. We tell you it's going to be hard. We tell you it's going to be difficult, but we tell you it can be done if you dedicate yourself. You can have a life worth living. You can forget the politics. You can get rich. You can move to Singapore or Dubai or Tokyo and be rich and have a bunch of children and have a life worth living and build a family office which extracts money from the stock market as the inflation debases the currency, and you can live a life worth living. But most people just black pill and doom. And that is a problem. Because when the entire population is black-pilled and doomed, do you understand that it makes it harder for you to be successful in your world? Because it is a crab in a bucket mentality. Not only are they trying to drag you down, but most importantly, you can't make people believe in things anymore. Let me give you an example. Last year, you were trading meme coins. Now, you can't make money on meme coins because nobody believes in meme coins. You can't convince people to believe in them long enough for the price to go up. How are you supposed to have a business when everybody doesn't believe that they're hiring your service or working with you will improve their life? How are you supposed to make money when everyone around you believes it's over? The mass demoralization, which is coming from the What's the word for something when you expect a fantastic ending and it doesn't come?
Anticipation?
No. You expect a fantastic ending and it doesn't come. Anticlimactic. From the anticlimactic 2025. Everybody is monumentally depressed and blackpilling and dooming. And that's going to make it harder for the winners to win, which is why it's so important you create your reality for 2026. And it's also why it's so important you become massively impatient. Every single day you wait to attempt anything, it becomes harder. Game theory. You're going to attempt to roll a 6 on a dice today. If you wait till tomorrow, it becomes a 7-sided dice. If you wait 2 days, it becomes an 8-sided dice. Every single day, it becomes harder. And it's going to get harder because the situation you're in is only going to get worse. Gentlemen, crime is going to keep going up. Fraud ain't going anywhere. Trump can't save anything. The Western world as we know it is imploding. Your way of life as you know it is imploding. And your chance to make money is going to get harder every single day as all the people who you would normally be interacting with, working with, selling to, collaborating with, realize this truth. You need to become monumentally impatient. Whatever your plans are for January 1st need to start today. You don't have 2 days to waste. Whatever your plans were for next summer need to happen now. Impatience is the word for 2026. And I've come to the conclusion with my quantum mind. The conclusion is this. The successful people in the world used to simply know what others do not know. There was an edge that was given to people by having information or knowledge. But knowledge has become so cheap and so accessible. Please imagine in the 1990s, you would go to a college or a university and you would pay $100,000 or $200,000 to learn about marine biology so that when someone like me, an ill-educated peasant, wanted to understand the birthing cycle of a blue whale, I'd have to hire your stupid ass to tell me about blue whales' babies. But now I can ask AI, explain to me like I'm 10 how blue whales have babies. Knowledge means nothing now. Knowledge means nothing. So how do we differentiate the winners from the losers? And I think it is differentiated by pure agency, pure attack,
Power
pure
output.
energy, and pure power output, and pure impatience. I will argue this. In 2026, the only people who are going to be successful and make money are the monumentally impatient who take instant action right away, and whatever they're thinking of doing next week, they do now. If they think they need to train, they go gym now. They don't go gym in an hour. They don't go hire a personal trainer and go next week. They don't find a gym and think about it for next month. They don't wait till January 1st. If you feel like you need to be in shape, they go to the gym instantly. The universe, karma, the simulation, God is going to reward the instant action takers. It's no longer the knowledgeable. It is the instant action takers. Impatience is the most important word for 2026. You do not have any time anymore. Guys, patience was the weapon. Patience is how you used to escape the matrix.
Yeah.
You'd go and get a job.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
Sure.
You'd get a job. You'd work hard. You'd wait to get a promotion. You'd save up a house deposit.
Yeah.
You'd pay 10 years of mortgage. You'd add to your 401k. You were patient and you waited and you worked hard, and 1 + 1 = 2, and it all added up into your success. But that's not the case anymore. 1 + 1 doesn't even equal 1. By the time you add taxes, by the time you add inflation, by the time you add to the fact that you might get stabbed to death on your street because your entire community is falling apart.
Inheritance tax.
By the time you understand your job is never going to give you a promotion, you're never going to get paid any more money, you do not have patience. Patience has gone from the weapon, from the anti-venom to the venom. The most patient people now are going to get destroyed. Anyone who says, in 3 or 4 years, they're done. If you think in 3 or 4 years the world we're going to live in is going to look anything like the world we live in now, you're an idiot.
And your savings are going to be worth anything more than they're worth now. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. You do not have the ability to be patient anymore. You need to panic. You need to get rich now. You need instant action. You need instant results. Impatience is the most important word for 2026. And I hope that 2025 taught you something that I said to you in an emergency meeting not too long ago, that nobody is coming to save you. In fact, I think we have that clip here, don't we? Is this it here? Mm-hmm. Like I said, let's look at some Andrew Tate prophecy from not too long ago. Once Trump won, now everyone's sitting there asking Trump to fix their problems, their very specific problems. And the Rebel Alliance, the right, was a band of individualists which all had very different views and hopes. So they're not going to fix all your problems. Nobody is coming to save you. Nothing's going to be better in 2025. Get rid of this. Bitcoin's going to $1 trillion. My 0.1 Bitcoin is enough because I found a podcast that says that. I watch more and more podcasts that say 0.1 Bitcoin will be enough because I don't have more than 0.1 Bitcoin. And Trump and Elon are going to save me and everything's fine. Let me just rage post on Twitter and wait for Bitcoin to go up. That is a mistake. If those podcasts saying 0.1 Bitcoin is enough are accurate, if they are, which is debatable, because I don't think they are, then you should still be trying to earn more so you have 0.2 Bitcoin as opposed to watching those podcasts for hopium. I ask a lot of people what they're doing. They say, locking in, bro. And their version of locking in is just dumb shit. Watching podcasts for hope. Rage posting on Twitter for hope.
Well, Andrew says a lot of things, and everything he seems to say comes to fruition, and it remains true to this day, but the circumstances become harder. You have to understand, 5 years ago, when Andrew's saying, the people at the top are going to get richer, the people at the bottom are going to get poorer, the gap's closing, the gap was here. Everyone in the middle still had a chance to get up to the top. Then a few years later, Andrew's saying AI is going to wreck us all. It's going to take all of your jobs. The gap gets smaller. The gap gets smaller. As Andrew said, a single side is being added to the dice every single day. It's going to be the have-nots and the have-yachts. Another Andrew Tate quote from back in the day. Your time to get out still exists. There is still a window of opportunity, but every day that goes by, the window shrinks by a much bigger and a much exponentially bigger percentage than it ever did at any time throughout human history.
We need to forget, gentlemen, the childish notions of motivation. We need to forget the childish notions of gumption. I don't feel like, how do I do? We need to forget these childish notions. Every single day you delay, every single day it takes you to reach the end goal, it becomes harder, nigh on impossible on a long enough time frame. You're attempting to climb a mountain. Every single day, the mountain grows. It gets higher. It gets taller. Rock emerges from the earth, from the tectonic plates. You do not have time to lack motivation. You do not have time to struggle with dedication. Your time is up. You must run to the top of the mountain instantly. The less time it takes you to get there, the less distance you have to climb. There is no longer any time for these childish notions of how do I find the dedication and motivation. All gone. Because it is getting harder every single day. You cannot find a metric in the Western world, a single metric which is improving for men. It is harder to find a woman worth having. It is harder to afford children. It's harder to make money. It's less safe on the street. Your government hates you. Inflation's out of control. Crime is getting worse. There are more and more migrants arriving by the day. They rape the tax base. It is done. You do not have time anymore to be messaging me about motivation and dedication and how you manage to find the gumption to dedicate yourself to something. All of those childish notions are gone. There is no longer any cotton wool. There are no longer any rose-tinted glasses. There are people who understand it is panic stations, absolute impatience. Everything you've ever wanted, you must get now. And there are people who do not understand this, who are going to take a few steps up the mountain, then take a break, take a rest, go to sleep in their tent, and wake up having a larger climb than before they took any steps at all. You must panic, gentlemen, because things are going to get a whole bunch worse before they get better. So whatever plans you have that were for the middle of next year, that were due to take 6 to 12 months, whatever they are, they must disappear. You must instantly enact these plans. You must instantly take action, and you must aim for instant results.
Sorry for interrupting you between the video, but if you don't want to listen to my commentary and my perspective on this video, you can skip 3 to 5 minutes and you can watch the pending video of emergency meeting. So we have a lot of point in this video. This video is all about instant action. So we have, in order to win, in order to succeed in life, we have to take instant action, and we have to impatient sometimes, because a lot of lazy people don't take action. They said, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it next Monday, I will do it next year, etc. But in order to win, the winners, how the winners win this game? The winners win this game by taking instant action. They take action, maybe they fail, they take another action, they take another risk, and again at the end of the day they win. This is how winner wins. And we have our first point, in which Andrew Tate said, people at the top and at the bottom are stealing money. I like this thing got out of my mind, because I understand how people at the bottom are stealing money, because maybe they went to the grocery shop and they steal something, or I understand how poor people are stealing something and stealing money from other people, but I didn't understood what he meant by stealing money, the rich people stealing money. How the rich people stealing money? This point got out of my mind. And we have another point in our video. You have to be impatient to make money. In order to make money, in order to get in shape, it's not only about money. If you want to get in shape, you have to be impatient. Like, for example, a fat person wanna be lean, and he said he's going to the gym, and he's gonna be lean soon. And in his mind he thought that I will go to the gym next Monday, I will go to the gym next month, I will go to the gym on 1st of June, I will go to the gym on New Year, my New Year resolution. Till New Year I will relax, and till New Year let me enjoy my life. And that New Year never comes, because in order to get in shape, in order to win, you have to work hard, you have to be impatient. And the same thing applies with money. In order to make money, you have to be impatient, you have to take action. If you don't take action impatiently, if you don't take action right now, you're never gonna make it, because you are thinking that I will take action next week, I will take action next Monday, and that next Monday never comes in your life. In order to do something, you have to be impatient. You have to be impatient, and you have to do it right now. Not today, not after 1 hour, after 2 hours, not tomorrow. Just right now. Do it. You have to do it right now in order to win. But if you wanna lose, you will just relax, watch Netflix, bro. And the other important point is knowledge is everywhere. He explained that 10 to 11 years ago, 10 to 11 years in past, like people go to the university for knowledge. But right now you have ChatGPT, Google, and everything. So knowledge is everywhere. You want to learn something, just go to the YouTube. You have everything. And the thing is, there is no excuse. If you want to make money, if you want to get in shape, everything is free.
This is not just the result of the world getting worse. It is also the result of the speed of information increasing. Artificial intelligence is increasing the speed of information. If I want to know the size of a blue whale's baby, I don't need a marine biologist. I don't need to go to a university. I don't need to find a book and buy it. I don't have to look it up in a book. I ask Grok and it will tell me. It is that simple. As the speed of information increases exponentially, along with it, the opportunity, the length of opportunities will also decrease. Information is moving faster, meaning opportunities exist for a shorter period of time. You must take action. Let me give you an example quickly.
Go on.
Inside the real world, I remember when we launched 5 years ago.
Yes.
And anyone who's inside of the school knows we have our campuses that teach people how to make money online. And we also have sometimes flash opportunities. We'll send a message and say, there's a quick opportunity here, guys. You can make some quick money. You can farm this airdrop. There's an arbitrage on this polymarket bet. If you want to make some quick money, it's available here. Quickly act. Those opportunities used to last a few weeks. Now they last a few hours.
A few hours at most, yeah.
Now at 8 a.m., we'll say, guys, if you're online, you can make some money. And by 10 a.m., the chance is gone. The world is moving faster than it's ever moved. And you are not speeding up. You are not speeding up with the world. You are staying slow, making 6-month plans. 6 months is eternity. With AI intelligence, with quantum computing, 6 months is basically 2200. It's 200 years. You don't have time for that. You need to get impatient. You need to act now. If in the chat, while Tristan talks, in the chat, write to me your plans for 2026. I want to read them. Everyone send me your plans for 2026 and tell me you're going to start enacting them today, because 2026 isn't even guaranteed. By the time Venezuela goes to war with America and Saudi Arabia and the UAE have their proxy war in Yemen, and Ukraine and Russia go to war, and China and Taiwan and Japan go to war, who says we're even going to exist in 2026? We don't have time for this anymore.
And when you're stuck at the bottom, it's very easy to not see the speed of rapid change. The speed of rapid change is actually measurable to someone working their job in a shitty town at a very slow rate. One less neighbor who looks like you, one less neighbor who speaks your language. You know, the cost of a Freddo has gone up 5p. It's been 6 months. The rate of change is very, very small. But because some people are industrious and some people are taking action, I am telling you now, the gap between the wealthy and the poor is getting bigger and bigger, and the world only has a finite amount of resources, and they're going to be taken by the people who take action. A quick example, for the longest time of me being a human being alive, sentient enough to think, the world's richest man was a guy named Bill Gates. Bill Gates' net worth went between 40 and 50 billion dollars. When I was in school, he was the world's richest man, worth 40 billion. When I was in high school, he was the world's richest man, worth 50 billion. When I was in fucking working my first jobs, he was the world's richest man, worth 51, 52 billion. That was a metric that even at the lowest levels you could measure. 2 years ago, Elon was the richest man in the world at 280 billion. He is worth $750 billion today. And he is just one man who represents the industrious, the ultra hardworking, and the ultra wealthy. The amount of resources, the amount of things, watches, Ferraris, fucking clothes, shoes that you want that now belong to the elites is astronomically different. Every single month that goes by, the wealthy are getting wealthier, and if you do not get on the team and start riding that wave up, you are gonna fucking drown in the ocean. I've got a few super chats. One of them I'm gonna direct to you, the second one. First one is, Abdul asks, are you gonna still live in Romania, or is Dubai your new home? My home is the world, and I'll go wherever I want to go. I've never committed a crime. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm certainly not afraid of going to a jail. So I'll be in Dubai sometimes, Romania sometimes, Europe sometimes, the USA sometimes. I'm going to go where I like. And if some retards want to make up fake crimes to try and put me in jail, good. Try it. I don't give a shit, but I'm not hiding anywhere. The next one, Big Daddy Bank 69, cool name, says, getting rich doesn't feel real, Andrew. How do we avoid losing hope for a reality that seems so out of reach?
So demoralization is the greatest tool of the Matrix. They want you to believe that you don't stand a chance. The devil himself, his primary objective is to demoralize you. They're not trying to destroy you physically. They're not trying to kill you. They're trying to neuter you so that you do not resist enslavement.
Yeah, they want you alive.
They want you alive and demoralized. And as a man with any kind of red blood, any kind of fire in his soul, you must understand it is your primary objective to outwit the devil. And the devil wants you demoralized. It wants you to quit. You stand 0% chance of getting rich if you do not believe you will be rich. I will tell you exactly how to become rich. But if you don't believe you can do it, you will not follow the instructions. The Hero's Year is only available between Christmas Eve and New Year's Day. And the Hero's Year are 365 sets of instructions directly from me and my team given to you inside of the real world with actionables. We message you on a Monday morning and tell you what to do. We then message you on Tuesday morning and tell you what to do. We tell you what to do every single day for 365 days. And at the end of the year, your life is completely different. Sometimes you're building a large project. Sometimes there's a short 6-hour money-making opportunity. But you will get instructions that pay you every single day. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the program. You have to believe in the work. You have to sit down and do the actions to finally get paid. If you are demoralized, if the devil has infiltrated your soul and removed the fire from your eyes, then you stand precisely 0 chance of escape. The Hero's Year closes soon. If you're sitting here and understand everything we're saying to you, and you agree with everything we're saying to you, and you don't know what to do, if you're saying, yes, the world is getting worse. Yes, my life's going to get worse. Yes, it's going to get harder. I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to escape. Join the Hero's Year. Go to jointherealworld.com. Join the Hero's Year. We'll tell you what to do. Just follow the instructions and we'll tell you exactly what to do.
In fact, this year, we said the same thing last year. Don't waste the time between Christmas and New Year, join the Hero's Year, etc., etc. Some people who listened to us did, some people who listened to us didn't. That's the way of the world. I took 3 people into my home just, 2 weeks ago? And I interviewed them about how the year went for them. Check it out on X. I'm Tate the Talisman on X. 2 interviews have been posted. The 3rd one's going to go out probably today or tomorrow. I sat down with people who last year took the initiative to learn day in, day out from us, from our team, and asked them, how much money have you made? Did it change your life? What's it like having money? What kind of watch are you wearing? How did you fly here, economy or business? And the answers will be very telling, and this could be you guys next year if you do the exact same thing.
Another reason you're demotivated is because everyone around you is demotivated. I said it gets harder with the doom and gloom. If you're inside the Hero's Year, everyone else there is going to believe in themselves. You need to find the positive enclave. You need to find the oasis. You need to find the air pocket. Do you understand? The ship has sunk. You're underground in the water. You're drowning and you're floating from deck to deck. You need to find the air pocket of optimists. Those people all exist inside of the real world. You cannot let the devil demoralize you. Demoralization is what they want. They want you to quit. They want you to give up. And the good thing for the winners is that the more people who quit, the more people who give up, the less true competition you have. You cannot, like I said earlier, talk to me about childish notions like it feels difficult to get rich. It feels hard. I lack motivation. You need to get rid of all of this. You must galvanize your iron mind. You must cement a mentality of only brutal victory. You must sit here and say, I understand that everyone else has quit. I understand everyone else is doom and gloom and black pill, but not me. I am going to escape. I do not believe that an administration is going to help me. I don't believe the world's going to get any better. I don't believe it's going to be easy. I don't care. I'm going to escape anyway. You can join the Hero's Year. We'll give you the exact instructions. All you have to do is action them and follow them, and your life will change. It is that simple. And gentlemen, before we continue, I'm trying to hypnotize all of you. I'm trying to hypnotize you into the most important decision you're going to make before 2026. And that decision is absolute impatience. If you're thinking about joining the real world, join now. If you're thinking about going to the gym, go as soon as this broadcast finishes. Drop and do push-ups as soon as this ends. Absolute monumental impatience. I want everybody to type in the chat, I am impatient. Everybody, hypnotize yourself. Tell the universe, tell the world, tell the cosmos, tell the simulation you're an impatient person. You don't want money tomorrow. You want it today. Tomorrow it's harder to make. The mountain is growing. You want it now. Type I'm impatient in the chat. That is what I want everybody who watches this stream to understand about themselves for 2026. Because the days of waiting.
So this is the end of the video, and we have some important and golden points, and we're gonna discuss it right now. So another point is nobody is coming to save you. So in this video, in this emergency video, Andrew Tate is explaining how nobody is going to save you. Not your friends, not your family, not your girlfriend. It's just you. If you work hard right now, if you work hard for 2 years, if you work hard for 5 years, at the end of the day, after 5 years, you're gonna live a successful life. You're gonna live a wealthy life. But if you start depending on other people, if you start depending on friends or family, you're never gonna make it big. In order to make it big, in order to win, you have to learn this thing that nobody is coming to save you. Not Trump. Like a lot of people are still depending on Trump, that Trump will tweet randomly and Bitcoin is going to the moon. Like it's been 2 years, but still the crypto is in bottom. And we have to learn this thing, that nobody is coming to save you. Like for example, I know I have nobody, and in order to win, in order to get successful, I have to do it on my own, and I'm depending on nobody, because I know I have learned this so many times ago, that nobody is going to save me. Nobody, not even my family, not even my close friends. It's just me alone, and in order to win, I have to do it alone. Nobody is coming to save me. And this is the most important point in this video, that you don't have time. You really don't have time. Some people are still saying we do it later, we will do it later, and that never comes. That time never comes, because you are already wasted your soul life, and you don't have time. In order to get successful, like win and a successful life takes time. It takes 5 to 10 years of deep work. But if you still are saying like I have time, I will do it later, I will do it later, that time never comes. And you have to understand this thing. Anything you do, you have to do instant. Take instant action, and you really don't have time.